Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We are very glad that you are here to help us celebrate. We're celebrating a number of things tonight. The most important thing that we're celebrating tonight is Shabbat and Shabbos. The equally most important thing that we're celebrating this week is that there is a young woman here who is proud enough about her Judaism that she chose to bust her tuchus, we would have to say, because it's Jewish, right? To learn everything she needed to know to be able to lead the service, because that shows that she is taking on the responsibility of an adult Jew. You don't have to take on the responsibility of an adult Jew by leading service. Most of the people in the room who are Jewish never did this and would probably be panicked to try. But she's doing it, and she's doing a wonderful job of it. So even though I'm going to tell you officially as a rabbi that the most important part of our evening is Shabbat, I think this is really cool. And we were just saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's here already, because it felt like it was never going to come, and we switched dates a billion times and all these things, but it's here. It's almost Sunday. We're almost like done. It's kind of crazy. But you're going to find that Rachel is an amazing young woman, and I am honored to be sharing the bima with her. She'll be leading most of the service. I'll take a little bit of it from her. And some of the things that I wanted to tell you about the service tonight, have you ever been to a Reformed Jewish? How many people have ever used this book before? So if most of you haven't used the book, let me tell you something about the book. There are two different colors of the book. There's a light gray that's in your seats, and I'm using the dark gray. They're the same book, so don't get confused if you're sitting next to somebody near you. They're the same book. If you look, they're very clever. The bottom of the page has the page numbers in the middle. So they take the stack of pages. If they bind it on this side, then you feel like you're reading a Hebrew book. But if they bind it on this side, then you feel like you're reading an English book. So everybody has English turning books in the pews and the right at your seats. If you want the Hebrew one, they're outside on the bookshelf. On the bookshelf are also what I like to call the distractible books. If you have children who are young and are being distracted by sitting, they don't feel like reading this, there are cool books there for kids in the bookcase right there. Obviously, as almost anywhere you go right now, I am sad to tell you, you have to make sure your phones are not going to disrupt the service. So turn them to silence or turn them off, or I hope you left them in the car or something brave like that. And then I hope that you, let's see, cell phones. Oh, and this is a Shabbat service primarily, so I'm going to ask that you not take any pictures during the service. I will tell you that the service is being live streamed. I know that sounds kind of not fair to you, but fair to us. So there are people like Grandma that are watching maybe, and other people who can't be here. I know that at one point we had a guy from Ireland who watches our services a lot. So who knows if Ireland is watching, but people may be watching. So there will be a video up on YouTube when we're finished. Now, did anybody else have a stressful week this week? A little bit stressful week? Anybody else remember to leave your to-do list out. There's no to-do lists left. From the moment you walked in this building, no more, Mom, did you hear me? No more to-do lists. They're done. It's Shabbat and you're done. That's the beauty of Shabbat. They're gone. So whatever you had to worry about, you left it outside the door. It'll be here waiting for you Saturday night. Some people wait until Sunday to pick up their worries. That's okay too. Some people forget about them until next Saturday. Friday night they come, and guess what? They didn't matter anymore. So remember to leave your worries out the door. And with that, if you had any kind of stress to get here, our tradition here is that we take a deep, relaxing breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth slowly. And exhale. And inhale. and exhale. And hopefully your shoulders feel a little bit looser and you feel a little more relaxed, because that's what Shabbat is about. It's about taking time and not having the worries. No worries. She's like, all right. No worries. It's all what it is. It's good. We begin our service on page 65. We'll be doing service 2. We're on page 65, and I am honored to invite Abuela, and the Smet family to please come up and help us light our candles, or bless our candles, I should say. You'll notice they're already lit. Bless our candles and bless and do the Kiddush. You are up there with your family because it's your family. Please rise. We pretend that we're at home right now, and so at home even we'd be standing.
As these candles give light to all who behold them, so may we give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Asher Kedishanu b'mitzvotav etzivanu lehadli ner shel Shabbat. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You hallow us with your mitzvot and command us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Let there be joy.
Let there be light.
Let there be peace.
Let there be Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We continue on page 165 with the Kiddush, the sanctification of the special day. 165. We got it?
Yep.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodshu be'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila l'mikrah kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat l'chaim. Drink it. Somebody drinks it. There's not a lot in there, so drink it. Share it. We will have our chance at wine and drinks later. For now, please say Shabbat Shalom to someone you came in with, someone you didn't come in with. Make sure everybody gets a Shabbat Shalom, a good Shabbos, a peaceful Shabbat. Please wish everybody a peaceful Shabbat, a Shabbat Shalom. Come on back. You get to sit for a while. Yeah. We go back to page 66 as we continue our service. So we now welcome Shabbat as if a bride. You'll notice in the prayer book that Many of the things that we do, if we do it in Hebrew, has transliteration right there, so you can fake it if you want. But if you don't want to fake it, usually it also has a translation right after that. Most of the time, we're not going to do the same prayer many times, like you just heard us do with the candle blessings, where we said it in Hebrew, we said it in English, and then we sang it. Most of the time, we're going to do one or the other, Hebrew or English. Few choice ones will do both, but you're welcome to join with us. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nikabla. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nikabla. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad. Hishmi'anu el hamyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shem u'tiferet v'lit hila. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nikabla. Likrat Shabbat lechuven elcha. Ki mekor habracha. Merosh mikedem nesucha. Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nikabla. Hit'oreri, hit'oreri. Ki va'orech kumi ori. Ori, ori. Shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nikabla. Bohi v'shalom ateret ba'ala. Gamba simcha uvitzohola. Toch emune am segula. Bohi chala, lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nikabla. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness and of the impulse within us for justice and mercy, we pray that this hour of worship may be one of vision and inspiration. Help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in search and in need, all who bring to this place the offering of their hearts. May our worship here lead us to fulfill our words and intentions with acts of kindness, peace, and love. We have come together to strengthen our bonds with our people Israel. Like Jews of ancient past, like Jews of generations past, what words are you seeing? We celebrate the grandeur of creation. Like Jews of every age, we echo our people's ancient call for justice. Our celebration is a sharing of memory and hope. We are Jews, but each of us is unique. We stand apart and alone with differing feelings and insights, and yet we are not entirely alone and separate, for we are children of one people and one heritage. Our celebration unites many separate selves into a single chorus, and we are one in search of life's meaning. All of us know despair and exaltation. All bear burdens. All have moments of weakness and times of strength. All sing songs of sorrow and love. May our celebration bring us strength along our way. In this circle of hope, in the presence of the sacred, may the heart come to know itself and its best, finding a fresh impulse to love the good. May our celebration lead us to work for the good, and may this Shabbat give strength to us and to our people Israel. And I'm going to invite now Rachel and her siblings and cousins to come up and help us sing the song that says, "We are very glad to be here together." You want this? Yep. There you go. And we're going to do this one because Rachel loves being at camp. Some of what we're doing is going to be camp-like. So we're going to have a little bit of guitar. We got it? We need another one? You got more? Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. That was wonderful. We never even got to practice that. All right, you can go back to your seats. Thank you, everybody. That was wonderful. All right, put this down. That's good. Oh, thank you. And they're helpful. Many are the generations of Israel, and in every age we have sought the living God through Sabbath rest and worship. This time and place hold the power to increase our joy in the eternal. O God, even as we seek you in the sanctuary, help us to know that your glory fills all space. Make us understand that you are with us at all times if we but open our minds to you. We feel the presence of your Spirit in our homes and on our ways. We see the beauty of your creation in mountain, sea, and sky, and in the human form. We hear you in the silence of our own hearts, speaking the truths the heart knows. May we be your witness to the world, your messenger to all the earth. May we show forth your image within us, the divine spark that makes us human. Please stay seated. She's going to take over now.
No, for the bar. Okay.
Okay.
Yit gadal vayikada shemei rabba. V'amadi vrachirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael bagala bagala uvizman kariv v'meru.
Amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach la'alam al'amei almaya yitbarach.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudasha
Brichu
le'almim kol berhata v'shirata
tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma
v'meru.
Amen.
Baruchu et Adonai hamevorach.
Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed.
As day departs, as the dark of night descends, we lift our eyes into the heavens. In awe and wonder, our hearts cry out.
Eternal God, how majestic is your name in all the earth.
A vast universe, who can know it? What mind can fathom it? We look out to the endless suns and ask, what are we? What are our dreams and our hopes? What are we, that you are mindful of us? What are we, that you should care for us?
And yet, within us abides a measure of your spirit. You are remote, but oh, how near. Ordering the stars in the vast solitudes of the dark, yet whispering in our minds that you are closer than the air we breathe. For you have made us little less than divine and crowned us with glory and honor. With love and awe we turn to you, and in the dark of evening we seek the light of your presence.
One and only God, you have made each of us unique and formed us to be united in one family of life. Be with us, Eternal One, as we seek to unite our lives with your power and your love.
We proclaim now your oneness and our own hope for unity. We acclaim your creative power in the universe and in ourselves, the law that binds world to world and heart to heart. Shema Yisrael, b'chol levavcha, uv'chol nafshecha, uv'chol me'odecha, v'hayu ha'dvarim ha'eleh, asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha, v'shinentam levanecha, v'divarta bam, b'shivtecha b'veitecha, uvelechtecha v'derech, uv'shochbecha, uv'komecha, ushartam leot al yadecha, v'chayun tatafot beinenecha, uchtavtam al muzuzot beitecha, uv'sharecha, leman tiskeru, v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'tem kedoshim leohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti ethem me'aretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem leohim, ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem emet. You shall love your eternal God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your being. Set these words which I command you this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your house and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up.
Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be symbols before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourself to your God. I am your eternal God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am your eternal God. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness, a world waiting still to be redeemed, give us, O source of good, the courage to say, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and your love.
From Egypt, the house of bondage, we were delivered at Sinai amid peals of thunder. We bound ourselves to your purpose. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, we survived oppression and exile, time again overcoming the forces that would have destroyed us.
Our failings are many, our faults are great, yet it has been our glory to bear witness to our God and to keep alive in dark ages the vision of a world redeemed.
May this vision never fade. Let us continue to work for the day when nations will be at one and at peace. Then shall we sing with one accord, as Moses, Miriam, and Israel sang at the shores of the sea.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'chodesh, nora tehilot oseh feleh, nora tehilot oseh feleh, malachutecha rahu vanecha bokeh ayam lifnei Moshe zelianu ve'ameru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed.
V'ne'emar, and it has been said, the Eternal One delivered Jacob and redeemed us from the hand of one stronger than ourselves. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. We praise you, O God, Redeemer of Israel. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Eternal God, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts, and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up to find our hearts waiting to do your will. O God of Israel, may our worship on this day help us to grow in loyalty to our covenant with you, and may the way of life it demands, the way of gentleness and justice, the path of truth and of peace.
Vishameru v'nei Yisrael לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם.
Please rise for the tefillah, which begins on page 76. Adonai,
שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, ve'Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, ve'Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah.
Source of all being, we turn to you, as did our people in ancient days. They beheld you in the heavens. They felt you in their hearts. They sought you in their lives. Now their quest is ours. Help us, O God, to celebrate the wonder of being. Give us the courage to search for truth. Teach us the path to a better life. So shall we, by our lives and our labors, bring nearer to the realization that the great hope inherited from ages past for a world transformed by liberty, justice, and peace. Your might, O God, is everlasting.
Help us to use our strength for good.
You are the source of life and blessing.
Help us to choose life for our children.
You are the support of the fallen.
Help us to lift up the fallen.
You are the author of freedom.
Help us to free the captive.
You are our hope in death as in life.
Help us to keep faith with those who sleep in the dust.
Your might, O God, is everlasting.
Help us to use our strength for good.
You are holy. You are holy. Your name is holy, and those who strive to be holy declare you glory day by day. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. We praise you, Eternal One.
Do that one again.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Don't worry, that's good.
I messed up. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el Hakadosh. That was the right one.
That was perfect.
We praise you, Eternal One, the Holy God.
You may be seated. What? Yismechu v'malechutecha shomere Shabbat koreone Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha shomere Shabbat koreone Shabbat. Mekadosh Shvi Shabbat Kulam השבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, קורא עונג שבת. והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו שבת, חמדת ימים אותו קראת השבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, קורא עונג שבת. זכר למעשה בראשית שבת, זכר למעשה בראשית שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, קורא עונג שבת. You want me to do this one? You go.
You do that one.
Go sit down.
Okay.
Go sit. I'll do this one. Please join me at the top of 79. I'll do this one. God of Israel, may our worship on this Sabbath bring us near to all that is high and holy. May it bind the generations in bonds of love and sharing, and unite us with our people in common hope and faith. And through Sabbath rest and worship, may we learn to find fulfillment and joy in the vision of peace for all the world. You are with us in our prayer, in our love and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble and pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Eternal source of good, we give thanks for the numberless gifts and blessings that fill our days, for life itself and its endless variety, for all that sustains body and mind, for the delights of the senses, and for the excellence of your Torah, which deepens our life and enriches our days. Teach us, God of wonders, to work for a just and compassionate society, where all may share your gifts in the joy of freedom. Shalom, shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol et u'b'chol shah b'shlomecha. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Tasim leolam, tasim leolam. This time in our service, we get to use the prayers that are in our own hearts as we take a moment of silent prayer. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ואמרו amen. I like when your family is here. They sing really well. I wanted to do that again. That was beautiful. This point in our service, we have a secret thing. I usually try to give you a quiz at the beginning to tell you to remember this, and I forgot to tell you at the beginning, so I'm the one who's not remembering. But we need to turn to page 100, no, just 65. Sorry, just 65. Page 65. Nope, we did that already. Oh, we need to turn to, my book said that. That was not the right page to turn to. Page 162. 160 something. It's confusing. Page 162, because today is not just Shabbat and not just the celebration of Rachel becoming bat mitzvah, but it is also Rosh Chodesh. It's a new month. So what new month are we in? October. You are right. What new Jewish month are we in? You are almost right. We're not yet November. We are starting the month of Cheshvan. Cheshvan is in some ways the happiest month of the year, and sometimes they call it the saddest month of the year. Some people call it Mar Cheshvan, which means bitter Cheshvan. They call it the saddest month of the year. I think it's a pretty happy month. There are no holidays except Shabbat in Cheshvan. I'm a little burnt out, just a little bit burnt out, right? That's not coming yet either. That's not coming in Cheshvan. You don't have to worry about that. It's not coming in Cheshvan. There are no Jewish holidays in Cheshvan. Trust me on this. So, and it is today. The beginning of the month is today. When we lit those candles, it meant that we are officially in, or semi-officially, on the first day of the month of Cheshvan. So the new month, we say this special prayer, which is an awesome prayer. Often our prayers are not asking for things, and in this case, I think you're going to be happy to see what we're asking for. Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, our God and God of our ancestors, may the new month bring us renewed good and blessing. May we have long life, peace, prosperity, and health, a life full of blessing, a life exalted by love of Torah and reverence for the divine, a life in which the longings of our hearts are fulfilled for good. Mishasa nisim lavotenu limotenu vagal otam me'avedut lecherut. Wondrous God, in ancient days you led our people from bondage to freedom, Redeem us now out of our exile from one another, making all Israel one united people. We say, Rosh Chodesh Cheshvan Hu Hayom. The new month of Cheshvan begins today. We say together, God of holiness, let the new month bring for us and for the whole house of Israel life and peace, happiness and joy, deliverance and comfort, and let us say, Amen. At this point in our service, our hearts and our prayers turn to those who are ill or recuperating as we turn to the inside back cover. And I invite you to call out names of anyone who is ill or recuperating so that we can include them in our prayers. Okay, good. For all these names, for the names we choose to hold in our hearts and not say out loud, we pray together. Oh God, in our hearts we name those who are facing illness and pain. We join our prayers with the prayers of all who love them. Give them renewed comfort and courage. Strengthen in them the healing powers you have placed within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. May the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and to their dear ones. May they find even greater strength because our prayers are linked to theirs. Baruch atah Adonai rofei hacholim. We praise you, eternal God, the source of healing and health. Mi sheberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha lehavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And we have a tradition here to add Misheberach avotenu v'imotenu. May the one who blessed and protected our ancestors guard all those whom we have entrusted with the responsibility of defending our freedom and protecting us. In this country, in the land of Israel, and everywhere they've been called to serve, may they return home safely. And let us say, Amen. So I have a few words I wanted to say about the Torah portion this week that reminded me about what it means to become bat mitzvah. Because I'll tell you that I love this Torah portion, and I can't wait for you to hear what Rachel has in store for inspirations from this Torah portion. The Torah portion she's going to explain tomorrow starts with Noah and ends with the Tower of Babel. And so as anyone, and this is about the third time, I think, since I'm here, that I'm teaching the Tower of Babel stuff, and I love that. I have a doctoral degree in linguistics. This isn't to toot my horn, but I like the question about the language stuff, the babbling stuff. But she's come up with something that I had never thought of before, and it's perfectly her. I can't wait for you to hear that tomorrow. But today I want to talk about the other end of things, the Noah end of things, and why the Noah story is like becoming a bat mitzvah. So for one thing, it starts off by saying that he was a righteous man in his time. And the rabbis are still fighting about whether or not in his time means that if he lived in a different time, maybe he wouldn't be considered so righteous. Maybe everybody was so rotten in those days, which you know is pretty true because God decided he should wipe out the world. But that maybe the world was so rotten that for him to be righteous in his time, he didn't have to be that great. So the lesson there is sometimes you'd have to be just good. Just be good. Just make good choices. And sometimes you can be righteous in your generation. It's not always that easy. You don't have to be the best of something, but try to always be just righteous in your generation. Sometimes, another lesson, it says that if you do good things, you should do good things. You should make good choices and not give in to peer pressure. The people during Noah's time were pretty rotten, and he could have continued with them, and he chose not to. Sometimes you need to just, are you listening, parents? Sometimes you need to just do what you are told. Sometimes you, even as a teenager, you have to just trust your parents and your teachers. I hate to say that. I was a teenager. I didn't love just trusting my parents all the time, but sometimes you have to just trust them. Sometimes you're allowed to challenge, but sometimes you have to just trust them. Sometimes you have to just see what happens when you trust them. I'm not worried. I mean, you're good at this. That part was easy. So one thing that we've learned here is that an ark is a boat without a rudder. You don't get to choose which way you're going sometimes in life. Just like in the ark, they didn't get to steer. They got to go wherever it landed. And sometimes that's what happens in life. As much as you would like to be the one in control and steering, sometimes nobody's steering. And you have to go where it takes you, like an adventure of some kind, and you get to see where it takes you. It's a journey. Sometimes, now not with this bat mitzvah, but sometimes things take a really long time. We all know the song about it rained and poured for 40 daisies, but they didn't stay on the daisies. I don't get that. But anyway, they didn't stay on the ark for 40 daisies and 40 nightsies, which they didn't talk about. How long did they get to stay on the ark? Anybody remember? Who's my biblical scholar here? Oh, no, I remember the song. I have someone here whose vote is 1 year. The problem is that a biblical year is shorter than our year. It was longer than a year no matter how you do it. It was from the day that Noah got on the ark, and 7 days later it started to rain. From the day he got on the ark until the day he got off, if you add up all the days, from what I can see, it's 377 days with the animals and the rain. Because remember, first it rained and it poured, but then the whole earth was covered. And they had to wait until the water receded. And then the water receded, they landed at the top of the mountain, and he sent out the birds, and the birds came back. And then he sent out the birds, and the birds didn't come back, and then they knew that they could go. It took 377 days. Now, you kind of finish this bat mitzvah in like no time. Or, as I like to say, how long did you study for your bat mitzvah? And you say, all my life. It's always a good answer, all my life. So, which is kind of true, right? So know that sometimes things take a long time. Sometimes there really are miracles. Like, how did they squish all those animals into the ark? Anybody know? I don't know. I think it was a miracle. And how did the animals not eat each other up? I don't know. I think it was a miracle. But I'll tell you what's a good answer to that is write your own story. Sometimes, even though it's a Torah story, you get to fill in the blanks with your own story. That's part of what it means to be a bat mitzvah also, is write your own story. Fill in the blanks. And obviously, the last most important thing about being a bat mitzvah is look for the rainbows. At this point, I am going to call up Cantor. Would you like to first do the announcements for Agudat Achim tonight, or are we waiting? And then, Gary, we're going to call you to give our announcements. So,